dinosaur. Hey. Okay, okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer.
Yeah, Jim, I hear a bubbling bong. I've got a bubbling cup of kratom here. So, anyway, we have a guest tonight.
It was me. Yes, we have a
We
guest.
have a guest tonight. Hunter joined us tonight. We've got a couple of big things to announce tonight. We've got a premiere tonight. First of all, I want to flip over here and I want to give a personal thank you from everybody at Roar to Steve Cutler. He's having these little pre-party boomer parties and he's doing all this great musical stuff. And I try and jump in there all the time. So, Steve, thanks again. I really like this graphic, Steve. Isn't that gorgeous? He did a great job of it. Looks great. Looks fantastic. Yeah, we've got a couple of things. Let me get through the minutia of the show. How is everybody tonight?
Looks like they're doing good. They're starting to file in.
They're
Welcome.
They're filing in. I know that KRTD had a couple of great panels this afternoon with Sister Fee, Brother P, and then I saw Kit on there. I saw Sabby on there. So, and we are transmitting. Is that what you call it? I don't know what they'll streaming. Oh, I'm old. Over on KRTD right now. We try to do that every Saturday and Monday night. So, yeah, we're getting our things going. So, yes, it is a Beauty and the Boomer After Dark. Plus, we've got Hunter the Beauty on tonight with us. Yeah, that's great. I want to bring back the card really quick so I can give our other production person credit she deserves on this. And this is what movie is this from, ladies?
I don't know.
Is it Avatar?
No.
What is it?
Probably before your time. It is from Fantastic Planet. And that was one of those like Wizards heavy metal type movies back in the day.
Okay, so is this a boomer movie?
I would say it's a boomer movie. I think Linda might agree with it. But Linda, this is her card, and I did alter it a little bit, and I feel bad that I did. I didn't fuck it up though. I don't think. I just
it looks great.
Yeah, I think she did a fantastic.
She did a really good job.
Really good job. So thank you so much.
I like the concept of the platforms in their heads. You know.
Yeah.
Rockfin, Twitch,
Yeah, abso-frickin-lutely. Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay, never mind. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, Fantastic Planet, great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's back in the day. I think it's a 70s movie, so probably 70s.
Yeah, I'm Gen X, and I owned a video store, and I still don't recognize it. So.
Yeah, no, it's from way back in the day. But yeah, that's Fantastic Planet. Let's see if
those Tesla robots, Chili?
What'd she say? Tesla robots.
No, they're Tesla robots.
They're the first incarnation of the Avatar that homewrecker guy. What was his name? James Cameron did. So he had the color right. So anyway, thank you so much, Linda. Hunter, when you're up to making a card for one of our shows, just let us know. And we'll get you in there. Hunter's doing some great production work. And speaking of great production work, we have a premiere tonight. And that's why we wanted Hunter to come on. We sent a message to Linda, and she's probably busy doing family things, but I hope she's listening. Hunter, Linda, and I worked on this card. We gave you a teaser. What was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
3 weeks ago about promoting women's voices in media. And I think a lot of you approved of the grid, but I'm going to bring it up here and we're going to run it a couple of times and then we're going to have a little chat about it. Let me see, that's the best? Let me see if I can get it tighter in there. Yeah, that's better. We'll bring it on camera number 1. But anyway, this is the end result. This is our premiere of Women in Media. I hope you guys love it as much as we do. And here we go. Let me get us out of here. Tell me if you can hear it.
You're muted.
We went through the.
There you go.
Was I gone for that? Okay. Can we get a thumbs up?
Yes, I love it. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? I think it's amazing.
Yeah, we went through the grid, and we put everybody, all the ladies in mass media, in social media, in independent media that we felt would be comfortable in the same room together. They're always willing to reach out and talk to anybody that doesn't agree, which is another reason why we put them in this deal. Hunter, you want to take it away and give us your thoughts behind the production and what that logo means?
Yeah, so, well, that logo right there means strength. It's like a tattoo logo, and it means strength, but specifically like women. And we got input from a lot of people on this. And Linda and Oz were the ones that put together the whole video, and it looks really good.
It's really good.
But we got just women that really stand up for the truth and seek the truth, even if they get a lot of shit for it, which is something that just happens when you're a woman anyways. But there's a lot of really stand-up journalists on there.
Heck yeah. I'm so honored to be on there. A lot of those people, those women I've looked up to and watched for many years. And yeah, the truth. I mean, no matter how much you take, and come on, women were always accused of being opinionated and angry, and we're not allowed to fight back against this. We're supposed to be quiet, and these women are not quiet, and that's what we need.
Yeah, it's. This is a pet project that we have, being Roar Media. We want to help elevate and platform as many women's voices in mass media, in independent media, because we need to hear from all of our sisters, including our brothers, but all of our sisters, because I don't think they get enough push out there, and we're just trying to push, being that Roar Media is woman-driven for the most part. So we're not slighting the men in the field, but we're kind of like working with women's things. Now, the list of names here, I think I've got the complete list. I think everybody recognizes everybody here, and if you feel strongly that you don't want to be on here, just let us know. But I believe that you're in very good company, personally, and all the ladies that worked on this do too. So we've got, and I apologize if we got the pronunciation, if I get it wrong. It's Mara Osman, Elizabeth Voss, Killjoy Meg, Radio Free Amanda, Vanessa Beeley, Eva Bartlett, Brianna Joy Gray, Caitlin Johnstone, Katie Halper, Stevie King from Red Economics, Rania Colick, Whitney Webb, Amber King, Stella Morris, Shanda Masta, Corey Morningstar, and Stefania Morizzi. And we have, of course, Steph Cimarano there. We've got, I don't have her on the list. We've got, we got Allison Morrow, and did I say Allie Alexander? I hope I did.
Allie, yeah.
Allie Alexander and Corey Morningstar. So that's who's on that list.
Great list.
And you might think, oh, that's the one up in the corner. Looks like somebody else. It's not. It's Corey Morningstar. So just to be, she's got an uncanny resemblance to somebody else out there, and
she does.
She really does. But yeah, it's Corey Morningstar, and we had people contribute to this list. So again, let me run it one more time and see if we've got some feedback from the folks down here. Let me see. Let me pull it down. It's a little awkward. I didn't transcode it in. So here we go. One more time, everybody. Ready for it? 1, 2, 3. And I got to say, you really did a fantastic job with that, with the graphic, Hunter. It really came out nice. So
you guys are doing such great work. You guys did
a really good job on the whole video. I was stoked to see it.
Yeah, Fiorella Isabella is in there. Did I not say her name? I should have.
Of course, Fee's on there.
Of course, Fee's on there. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
Misty.
God.
Yeah. No, bunch of damn troublemakers.
Bunch of damn troublemakers. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, that's Fee. That's Fee, Jilly, with a huge black mic. And you will notice we tried to be as thoughtful as we could. Joy, Savage Joy Marie. I don't think I mentioned her name in there. Damn it, I'm skipping lines. So again,
I'll go back through it and list it.
Yeah, we'll need it listed, but it's ready to go out. We'll just get the list of names on there. And Peace Dove likes the graphics are fantastic. Oh, thank you, Peace. I will tell her. Yeah, there's Joy and
Joy's
Fee.
in the hospital. Barbara says, "Oh no, Joy is in the hospital. I hope she feels better soon."
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
I
so.
didn't. That would be just today because she's supposed.
She was on her way to a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, she was on her way to a Renaissance fair with her husband today. So, but yeah, no, that's great. That is great. Thank you for the positive feedback, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And one of the things we'd like to, it's a 15-second spot. So we're going to put it out there. If you guys can share it around on a regular basis, just throw it out there. We're not making any money off of it. We're just trying to promote women in independent media, and that's what we're all about. I'm going to ask some of our sisters and brothers to put them on their shows too when they close or open, just as like a bumper, if they'd be so kind. That would be great, because that's what we're all about. So anything else on this, Hunter, that you feel strongly to want to say about it?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys. I want to thank Hunter and Linda and the peeps over at KRTD, all the people that have been working behind the scenes before. You guys are doing amazing work. I'm so proud that, this is just organic and people coming to help. It's the way it should be. And thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Misty and Fee's tweets are inclusive. Yeah, they are, Jilly, absolutely. Joy was on Medicare for All cast with Franco on. Yeah, she was pieced out. She had to send a recording in because she couldn't make it to the cast today. But yeah, that is absolutely correct. What up, suckers? Pat the Batman fan over on the Natural Progressive, Lightning Rod, Boiled Rope Lamp Posts. And Jilly's over there too. God, Jilly, you're everywhere. Sure you are. Who's over on Rockfin? Do we have anybody over on Rockfin?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
Oh yeah.
Kushami Kate. Hey, Kushami Kate.
Hey.
Jem. It jumped on me. Aram. Fred. Lucky Burrito. It's jumping all over the place. Corey. Gary. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. I think it's Gary. Carrie. Yeah.
Carrie, Jim.
That computer's too far away from me.
Yana and Wody. I can't pronounce it. Carrie Black. Love you too, Carrie. Aram. Dollars as a reward is not a gift. That is correct. I agree. Hey, Keith Pays. What's going on, Keith? Great show today. As you know, we probably agree with you on a lot, but some places we're not seeing eye to eye, but we appreciate the fact that you have the intestinal fortitude to get up and speak your mind. I wish everybody would, and do it in a thoughtful way as you did. So we appreciate that over on No Joke this morning with Brother Amos. So thank you. Do you want to stick around for a couple of minutes there, Hunter, while we just go through a couple, and then you can, do whatever you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to this one. We picked this one up this week. This is the crap they used to feed me when I was a kid, and they're still feeding me this crap, except they put Biden's head on it. Chef Boy, are we fucked? I love this.
Yeah.
It's been around for like a week or so. But Chef Boyardee is that, what is that, plastic spaghetti in a can with turpentine sauce or something? I don't know.
And it's worse than it was when we were.
It is worse. It is worse.
In the 70s.
Yeah, it
smells like vomit when I feed it to the grandkids.
Yeah, it's like dog food. It has 27 times the glyphosate in it that it did when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, we just eat straight carcinogens now.
Yeah, that's
shit.
Exactly it.
Straight shit.
Straight
shit. It's really rough. But I thought this was apropos. Compliments to whoever did this. We're not trying to steal your fire. but we just had to put it in there. We're not going to have a 10-hour show tonight, so don't worry, guys.
I'm going to keep us on schedule.
We're going to be on schedule because we just don't want to do that. We've got this one here. You brought this, right?
No, I think Linda dropped this on the deck. This is a Northern Cali family.
Oh, yeah.
Was found dead in a remote hiking area, which is now being treated as a hazmat site. They're initially trying to blame it on algae blooms.
Algae blooms getting gassed over there.
It killed their kid that was like
and
young,
their dog.
like baby, and their dog.
That's horrible.
They just found him dead at the end of a trailhead. But this isn't an uncommon thing in national parks. Now, what you see normally across the country is somebody went missing in Yellowstone, somebody went missing in Yosemite. But if you clump them all together and you do the research of how long this has been going on, people they'll just go and get out of their car and go to the bathroom, and grandpa's lingering behind, and all of a sudden grandpa disappears and they find him 5 days later. And what's odd, there's many books on this topic, and there's one called
Missing 411.
Missing 411, exactly. And they look like they've been dropped. Their bones are broken. Their shoes are missing. This is a crazy thing that's happening in our national parks. And because they don't keep records of disappearances nationally, it's not a big story.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's see. Linda's got a clip in here, so let's take a look.
I live by a bunch of parks. I'm not going to the park.
You're scaring me, man.
Right?
You're scaring me. I don't want to go to anywhere anymore because of this stuff. I don't know what the duration is on the clip, but let's take a look and see what they got to say. Tell me if you can hear it. I'm still
tweaking. 2 minutes. It's good.
I'm still tweaking things.
Tragedy in Mariposa. Authorities baffled as they work to recover the bodies of a family and their dog after they mysteriously died on a hike. The Mariposa County Sheriff's Office says the bodies of John Garish, Ellen Chung, and their 1-year-old daughter, Muji, were discovered at about 11 a.m. yesterday morning. They were found in the Heights Cove area of the Sierra National Forest along the South Fork of the Merced River. The Mariposa Sheriff's Office says he's never seen a death like this before. Our Adrian Thomas in Mariposa tonight with more.
Good evening. Authorities and community members are still trying to wrap their heads around this tragedy. The Mariposa County Sheriff tells me there was no signs on scene of blunt force trauma, and he's never seen anything like this in his nearly 2-decade career.
I've worked in different capacities, but I've never seen a death like this.
Mariposa County Sheriff Jeremy Breeze says his department won't rest until investigators determine how John Garish, Ellen Chung, their 1-year-old daughter Muji, and their dog all died while on a hike on Monday. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office says the family was reported missing around 11 p.m. Monday night and discovered around 11 a.m. Tuesday morning. Sheriff Breeze says there are some abandoned mine shafts in the area which can release dangerous gases, but that has not yet been ruled a determining factor.
We have not located a mine nearby, but in the beginning of the investigation, when we put out our release, that's why we are taking it slower and methodically for the safety of the rescuers.
The sheriff also says the trail the family was on had warnings about toxic algal blooms in the Merced River, but it's still too early in the investigation to determine if that impacted the family.
At the beginning, there are some signage about some algae blooms, but that's from the Forest Service, and I can't speak to the potential dangers there.
So this is purely speculation that it's the algae blooms.
Yeah.
Just to
He
point
looks
out.
a little freaked out.
Yeah, right. He does look a little freaked out, but this kind of goes in hand with a report that I've been working on for the last 2 weeks about the Salton Sea and the chemical runoff that is coming from the crops in California, and just the amount of environmental, economic disaster that's coming for California because of the way that they have just dumped chemicals on California for 60, 70 fucking years. So it could be something like that, or it could be, come on, they got some of the greatest faults in the world under California. Maybe it's a geothermal thing, you just know, they don't know.
Yeah,
It could be so much.
Yeah, Jim said it was a belching volcano vent. That's
what I'm saying. It could be anything.
Yeah. The way
we have those toxic algae blooms up here all over.
Oh yeah,
you can't swim in our lakes anymore.
The way they were parsing themselves in reporting, I've never seen a death like this. Well, what do you mean? Are their eyes like bigger than their heads? Or they, it's just like, is it like bones? What is it? So I'm curious. I want to follow this because with the amount of toxic shit that's being shoved in our faces, in our water, in our food, and the air, nothing is going to surprise me anymore. And this is quite frightening. This Linda put this in here. Just an example. That's not how you spell it. What algae? Is that a capital I? I don't know. But anyway, it's algae blooms. Rapid growth of algae can cause harm to animals, people, or the local ecology. It has to evolve into a gaseous form, right? Before
it does. It does. Like we have quite a few lakes that some years the algae bloom is so bad they don't even want you to walk your animal near the lake because dogs will just drop over dead because they licked a rock or something. It's that bad and it's that quick. So, I mean, it is very possible because I don't know the state of these people's body. There hasn't really been a coroner's report that we've heard where they said they had broken bones, they had this, they had that. All they said is it didn't look like blunt force trauma. So did they just drop to the ground and they were dead? I mean, that's kind of what we need to know.
Creepy.
Yeah,
it is very creepy.
It is freaky. I know that when they're drilling for fossil fuels, which are killing us, they hit pockets of poison gas that pop out and whack whoever's drilling. So that's why they got to have all the hazmat stuff with them. But this is quite shocking. Hunter, I knew that I wanted you to stay because I forgot. You need to talk about what's happening this week. You've got a show. You got a premiere coming. You want to talk about that?
Wednesday night at 7, I'm going to be doing just a Rockfin exclusive because I'm about to unload, and we can't talk about it on YouTube. So.
Oh, cool! I'm looking forward to engineering. Who's going to be your partner on that? Is it just going to be you, or are you going to bring somebody in with you?
Yeah, it'll probably just be me and you.
Okay, I got volunteered. Okay, I will be there. I since I'm engineering, it's easy for me to jump in, and I'm looking forward to it. So we will have a card up. When do you think you have the card done? By Monday?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, we should have a card up by Monday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So Hunter, what's the name of the show? Hunter's Rant or?
No, I don't know yet.
We'll
I have a couple of names, but I like one a lot, but I don't know if it's really gonna flow. But I'll tell you guys later.
Okay, no, that's great. That's how you.
No, that's awesome. It took me a while to come up with all of my different names, and things that you're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Develop your concept and your brand.
I'm honored. We're honored to be able to help you get a show off the ground. Where you go, and we'll do our best, like we would like to do with people out there. And if you're looking around for somebody to engineer a one-off or go through the ropes, you can contact us at Roar Media. And we'll just show you the basics, and you can do your own thing.
You show more than the basics. You're in such good hands when you're with Oz. I never went live. I never did this shit. And now I feel like I've been doing it forever. And it's because Oz held my hand the whole way through it and pushed me out in front of the camera and said, you can do it. So you're in good hands, Hunter.
Yeah, I appreciate the kudos, but you still haven't ponied up on our deal. You guys are supposed to shove me behind the curtain, remember?
I know, but we just love you. We want you out here with us.
You're so sweet. Yeah, anybody that's interested, just contact us at roarmedialive@gmail.com, and matter of fact, I have a meeting with a lady from New York tomorrow that we're going to talk about getting her show off the ground. So I'm looking forward to that too. So just reach out. Well, Hunter, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we're looking forward to Wednesday, and we'll work on it Monday. I kind of try and take tomorrow off of the meetings, but Monday I think we'll kick off doing some stuff. Just let me know what you need, okay?
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for coming on, Hunter.
Yeah, thanks, Hunter. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay, let's see. Let's get us re-queued up here. I think I got everything where it needed to be. Let's see. Are you there, Chanda?
I am here.
There you are. Okay,
you're
we're here.
pro.
We're here. Yeah, I wanted to. I don't know who did the reface. Did you do all the movie poster refaces?
I did a lot of movie poster refaces.
I think Linda did this Pulp Fiction one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really good, and I love the Mad Max. Did you do that one?
Of course.
Ah, of course, of course. There's Mad Max. And how's that arm treating you? Are you doing okay? So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Let's see. Where am I? I lost my place. I'll find it back here right now.
We are at the weather.
We're at the weather. It's the weather. Weather. They call it
Our
weather.
peeps over on the East Coast, man, they got some shit coming at them.
Is it going? No, it's not going.
I don't know. I'm like, did we lose sound? What the hell?
No, it's me.
Speaking of sound, how is my sound tonight? Oh, thank you for the super chat. Oh my God, we haven't had a super chat in so long. I forgot what they were fucking called.
I didn't even know it was turned on over there. That's kind of surprising.
2 wheels down. That is surprising.
Two wheels. Go ahead and read it.
Okay, let me see if I can see it. As a Canadian, why the fuck did our
Talk of a prime minister.
Talk of a prime minister like you yank, but we're still not allowed in your shit country. Yeah, it is a shit country, and he is a cuck.
Yeah, so we've got a cuck too. So welcome to the party. Thank you for the super chat.
Your cuck's just politer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's that much politer. Is he?
Oh yeah, that's true. Biden is pretty apologetic. He's that old man apologetic.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to come here, believe me. Let's see. What do we got? I'm East Coast. Hey, 2 wheels down. Cool. Let's have the weather here.
Tonight, more than 10 million people on New York's Long Island and across southern New England are under hurricane and storm surge alerts. The storm, named Henri, is expected to hit the region on Sunday. Lonnie Quinn is tracking Henri. Lonnie, some of the models of this one are quite alarming.
Yeah, look, I will tell you, there are some models that bring it right into the country's biggest city, right into New York City, right down Broadway, right? That's one model. I want to talk to you about the storm in general, because currently you're looking at a tropical storm with 70-mile-per-hour winds. Feel very confident this is going to become a hurricane sometime tomorrow. It's right now 700 miles to the south of the eastern tip of Long Island. Now, where's it going from this point? I told you we've got models that take it, watch that, right into New York City. Some take it out towards Martha's Vineyard. But what's steering this system? You have a low-pressure system off to the west. That's pulling it west. You have a high-pressure system sitting offshore. That's pushing it west as well. So, guys, with those two elements at play, the idea of this storm pushing out to sea is not even on the table as a possibility. The official forecast cone will show you this. Tomorrow, or today, is really your day to plan. Tomorrow, you execute that plan. By Sunday, you're going to get a landfall. We think it's like 6 a.m. with rainfall pushing into Long Island, but an actual landfall about 2 p.m. anywhere from, let's say, Fire Island out towards the Hamptons, and then it pushes inland with the bigger effects. So the storm surge, we always talk about storm surge. The biggest storm surge is going to be on the eastern side of wherever it makes landfall, maybe 3 to 6 foot storm surge. On the western side is where you're going to get the biggest rain. Trees go down, power outage is a possibility as well. So we have a hurricane, probably a Category 1 moving into the northeast. Jim, that's the very latest. We'll start watching.
Boy, that's the sharpest looking weather guy I've seen in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's CBS, so they don't know where this thing's gonna make landfall. It could come straight down fucking Broadway in New York. It could have a huge storm surge with it.
Can I get away with saying I hope it hits Martha's Vineyard?
Hamptons, right?
Sorry, Barack. I'm still pissed off at you. I'll never forgive you, brother.
Well, their insurance will cover it.
Oh,
right?
shit. They probably want it to come so they can get a new toy.
Yeah.
Now, you brought this. I got a kick out of this today. This was great.
Oh, well, yeah. So, wow, you grew up during the 80s. No, I grew up during the 80s. Yes, wood paneling. It's my bane. It's my nightmare. And I still have it.
Yeah, I know. And the scary thing about it is that Nagel up there.
I had that picture. That picture.
Stop it. Stop it. You had the picture. What's her name? What's her name? I know her name.
Know.
It's Georgia.
Is it Georgia?
It's Georgia.
I had all those, like side poses with the pointy hairs.
Yeah, the Nagels. They were fun. I still like them. I like the little ones, the chromium ones with the little kids and the roses and stuff. Those were the cute ones. I still got some of those too. I'm such a boomer.
I hope it hits Delaware, P.O. Box, where all the banks live.
Yeah, really, in Biden's backyard there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. Are we going to get taken down? You want to tell your taken down story real quick while we're switching?
Dude. I told you guys I got like banned, or I got put in Facebook jail for that stupid Hillary Clinton calling the beep beeps hotline and asking for a place in order. it was a joke, right? But now I can't go into live streams of other people's and make comments. I'm like, what the? I go into the combo couch. They're like, you've been banned, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to disagree? I've disagreed with it 3 times now. So.
Yeah. Well, that's, of course you do.
But I can still post. It's the crazy thing. So they're just shutting me up. They're just like, okay, this, and what it is I live streamed a lot last month, a lot of protests and different things that were going on. So now they're like, oh, well, that's a good reason to shut her down.
Yeah.
So I can't live stream.
Yeah. They're coming at us at all directions. It's crazy.
Good thing I have multiple accounts.
Yeah, it is. I'd like to. I want to shout out everybody in the chats. I would really like to respond to all of you because you're so engaged. That's what we love about this show. It's like I've got 6 chats here. I'm trying to keep my head.
I know that we have so many chats that we're keeping up with, but I want to say thank you, Kwashami Kate, for the Super Ray. The tip is not working on Rockfin, so I left it on PayPal. Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, you guys, if I don't know what's going on with the Rockfin tonight, you should be able to leave a Super Ray over there. But what's even better for us that goes straight to us is our link tree, which is in the descriptions below. And you can go straight to our PayPals. And PayPal doesn't take our money like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Or there's other means down there too. So our link tree has everything you can, there's store, different links, Joey's coffee.
Yeah. That's the extent of our grifting. We just want you to reach in the ashtray, throw us some coins, whatever, because we understand.
I don't feel like I have to grift because when I need it, you guys are always there. And I don't ask unless I need it. Like, hey, I got to get to DC, or, hey, I need help with this life crisis. And so therefore I hate Jordan. Oh, hey, give me $20. Hey, give me $5. I mean, I hate that shit. He sounds so fake and phony. And
the way he comes across.
In it for the money.
Yeah, he's using that money to sponsor his reporting around the world, which is great.
I get it. But not every 5 seconds needs to be an ask.
Yeah, so when you call somebody a grifter, really, tell you what, quit calling some of the other folks. Call me and Chanda grifter.
Call us whatever you want.
It's so funny. But anyway, the link tree will help us out the best. Over my link tree on Patreon is roarmedia. Is kind of cute if you like lions and tigers. Or actually lions.
Our Patreons too. I'm so bad about my Patreon. I swear I'm gonna get better about it.
We're trying, guys. But we do appreciate the support. Most of all, we appreciate you being here. And your time is valuable, and we see that and we recognize that. One of the things that I saw this week was FBI confirms there was no insurrection on January 6th.
Imagine that.
Yeah, insurrections are usually planned with weapons and pitchforks and torches and stuff. I didn't see anything except some guy with a Chewbacca head on. And there was a couple, there was some...
Told you so.
Yeah, and they're going to say, but Oz, there were people armed there. Well, yeah, I guess I saw a couple here or there, but I didn't see anything huge on the inside or anything.
Capitol Police that were waving people in.
Yeah. The one that was armed shot Ashley Babbitt in the chest, crawling through a window. I mean, he was only, 220 pounds and had a 45, and she had, a backpack and a pair of jeans on. That was horrible. You don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can make all the arguments in the world. I'm still frustrated about that. And speaking of that,
I gotta say, I love the picture behind you, the baby bush.
Yes. Let's take a look. Get my fat head out of there.
Have you ever heard this story? Okay, I'm going to try to say it without getting us banned on YouTube and without being inappropriate. Apparently, back in the day, Mama Bush, old Barbara, she lost a child, we'll say, and they kept it in the house for viewing in a jar or something. Is that okay? So I'm not making that shit up. That's out there, right?
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard something similar about Rick Santorum too. It was
Really?
It was like they had a premature birth and they took it home to show it to the kids. And
crazy!
I don't know if it's speculation, not it's gross shit, but that picture right there, makes me want to vomit 24/7.
But that's the truth.
And of course, President Obama's back there giggling his head off, so no surprise there. Moving right along. like I said, we don't have a hugely long show tonight. This one, I love the reface. Did you do that one?
I did.
That's
Black Swan. I
great.
love
Yeah,
that
you make
movie.
a great Black Swan. What is this story? Is this Franco? Did I bring this? I need to keep better track of my stuff. Oh, yeah, I did bring this. Guess what?
Oh my God.
France. France,
Wow.
you need a vaccine passport to go in the supermarket. What? And Brother Franco says, just wait. This can happen here. And, you know, we've said before, we're not anti-vax, but this is where I'm drawing the line, going in the supermarket.
Hey, Buzz, please.
I wear a mask. We wear gloves. We lose the gloves. We do as close to operating procedures as possible, no matter if it works or not. We do it out of respect, and we're trying to do that. But, you know, no matter if we have the vaccine or not, I said vaccine, that's none of anybody's fucking business. But if they want me to show them my stuff, my papers, I'm going to have a problem with that. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
Put a bullet in my head now because I am not complying.
Yeah, and this talk about slippery slopes, they're going to attach all kinds of things to this in the long run.
Oh, God.
I'm not being paranoid. History proves my point. So, yeah, this is again, do it or don't, but don't keep us out of the damn grocery store because that's something that's going to cause you some real major
That's not a violation of your human rights. I saw somewhere today that today's the 74th anniversary of the Nuremberg, you know, agreements. Yeah. And like, okay, because we're not violating human rights everywhere.
No, and if you think we're in those who aren't, not we, who aren't, are causing other people the possibility to get infected, think about that for a second. Just think about that before you start, you know, stopping us from going into the grocery store. Are you kidding me? So this is in France. I hear that this passport, you can't go anywhere. You can't go to theme parks and things, museums, all this kind of stuff. But I drop the line at grocery stores. You can't.
Yeah, I do too. That's fine. You want to keep everybody out of concerts and whatever.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
It's not even fine in my mind. It's okay if you're going to do that, but you cannot impede our ability to get nourishment.
It's the mark of the fucking beast. I'm sorry. I was raised in religion, and no matter if I'm religious or not, I know what I've been taught my whole entire life, and that is do not take the fucking mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast, you will not be allowed to buy, sell, or trade. Well, right now, this passport is asking for you to have it in order to buy, sell, or trade. And so therefore, I don't understand where the religious churches in the world are not standing up against this.
Yeah, I want to throw an addendum to that, what I just said. That I vetted that, and they did say that, but what it didn't say was it was just this grocery store. It wasn't all of them. It wasn't a mandate, the way I read it. So if any of you guys find that that's not the case, please let me know so I don't make myself look like a dipshit any more than I already do.
Well, aren't they doing similar things in like Canada and Australia and New Zealand?
Well, yeah. Again, having a physical passport to do anything is tantamount to having a tattoo on your forehead or your hand or wherever, a chip, whatever. So it's not a good thing, folks. I mean, I want this. I've had my vaccines from when I was a kid all the way to now, so I'm not against it for those who want it, but. Yeah, this is not a good thing. They need to figure something out. What is this? This is
okay, so this is subjective, and I'm asking you. This is Fox News reporting on how much money a couple of members of the squad took in as landlords. Apparently, they own properties. And so their hypocritical question is, are they being hypocrites because they're not waiving the rent for their own tenants, right? So play the clip, and then I think that, to me, I'm just like, did they take donations from landlords, or are they actual landlords?
Honestly,
is what I need clarified.
When I heard this story, I heard references to Rashida Tlaib and the other, was it Omar, who are landlords? One of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need clarification on this.
Yeah, but they made buttloads on this thing because they kept charging rent, from what I understand. Let's hear what they got to say.
Squad members who called for canceling rent during the pandemic reportedly raked in thousands as landlords last year. Financial disclosures show Rashida Tlaib made 50 grand, while fellow squad member Ayanna Presley collected as much as $15,000. Both backed a bill that would have temporarily canceled rent and mortgage payments nationwide. Dana, is this hypocritical if they include themselves in this, or should they have told us this?
Well, they have to tell you because they have financial disclosures.
Right.
And like most people don't necessarily have to do that, but if you're in public office, you do.
Yeah.
So that's why. But I do think it's kind of hilarious, but it's also really upsetting. So these were the biggest proponents of the eviction moratorium, and yet they didn't even cancel rent for their own tenants.
Yes, that's the key. If they hadn't canceled, I mean, that's what I was wondering. Did they cancel it? Did they abide by their own rules?
No. And the thing is that the Urban Institute basically says that it is Black and Hispanic small landlords that are far more likely to be hurt by the eviction moratorium. Here's 3 reasons why. They're more likely to have lower income. They usually only have one property, and then they have to rely on that rent collection to pay their own mortgage. So that's why this whole thing that President Biden did, in which he said, I know it's unconstitutional, but I'm going to do it anyway to buy us time, is really bad. They're actually hurting the small landlords. And what's the consequence? Those people go bankrupt. Who sweeps in? The bigger companies,
Right.
and then everybody's rent goes up. So congratulations.
There you go. What do you think, Jesse?
If you live on a squad property, contact me.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you. Is your building up to code? Is your water not hot enough? I need to know these things, so contact.
Okay, so we know we hate Fox News too and the plastic idiot people, but was anything that they said there wrong? And am I right to think that it needs to be clarified if they owned the properties or if they took donations from property owners?
Yeah, no, there needs to be clarification because Fox, along with MSNBS and the rest of them, have misreported
Right.
many, many times, and very seldom do they mea culpa and put a retraction.
But if it's true, wake the fuck up. We've been telling you your squad sold out a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, I can only speak for myself. If I were part of the squad, I would like to think from my privileged position in a mobile home that I would follow the same rules that every other landlord would have to follow.
Well, yeah, that's how you justify it. I got to get paid, right?
Yeah. So,
but they're right about the small businesses who it's hurting, the small landlords.
Well,
they are absolutely right. That's what's going
it's
on.
hurting
Exactly.
the poorest people in the country. This whole frickin' thing is hurting everybody. Meanwhile, we're dumping buttloads of cash, screwing up other countries and bombing the shit out of them. What the fuck, man? I said fuck. Okay. Yeah. So I think we have a pretty good consensus. Did you get your question answered there?
Yeah. No, but I will. I mean, eventually.
Yeah, I hope you do. Oh God, this was the follow-up to that story.
Yeah, I think those got split.
Yeah, it got split. I knew I had another one in there, but that's a picture of somebody holding, looks like airplane tickets.
Papers, please.
Yeah, that's airplane tickets.
No, because you know what? You don't use paper tickets anymore when you fly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have your phone with your QR code ready to be scanned as you board, then you can go print one of those out of a machine and actually have a paper one. But we don't use paper ones anymore.
I got to push back on you a little bit there, Sister Shay. I'm a boomer, man. I don't know how to
I'm
do all
just
this
telling
tech
you.
stuff. I don't.
You go to the airport, you go up to a little machine, you punch in your codes for your flight and your confirmation code, and then it'll spit that out. It'll ask you how many bags you have. You tag your own bag, you go over to the belt, and the lady looks at all your shit and goes, okay, and loads your luggage, and then you go through, and that's the first round. And then every checkpoint after that, you have your QR on your phone just ready to scan as soon as you walk up to them, and they scan your phone.
The last time that I did any traveling by air was when the
they snapped it with
yeah, it was like punch. No, I had I'll make it easy. My phone back then was a Motorola Razr. So that's how long it's been, and I miss that phone. And they have a new one that they made, Motorola, that it's the Razr style. It collapses.
My Razr fell apart though. It was a piece of shit.
No, mine was great.
Mine fell apart.
This new one is the whole screen bends. And I'm thinking, I was looking at that the other day at Costco, and it was like some ungodly price. It was like $2,500.
Right.
And I'm thinking, God, when is that little crease in the middle going to wear out, going up, open, and closing? So, but I guess it's not supposed to do that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
I hear you, Julie.
the vax thing. So once again, this is a big issue that I hope we can get it solved to everyone's satisfaction in a helpful and productive way. So here's your favorite vetting company right here.
Oh my
you love
God.
these guys, right?
I remember in 2016, all the shit libs, every fucking post you would put up about Bernie Sanders or, quoting something, they would fucking lay Snopes on you. Yo, Snopes says this and you better check Snopes. And I've always been screaming about Snopes. Remember that these two were Snopes until 2015. Was that 15? I need to start wearing my glasses.
Yeah, it's 15.
When this guy divorced this woman and embezzled was 98,000.
Yeah,
198,000,
yeah,
98,000
so, yeah.
of Snopes' money and spent it on prostitutes. Now he's married to this former hooker who he has hired as a staff member. And so for a recap, Snopes is this guy, his ex-wife, and a 90s hooker, and maybe a cat.
Jesus Christ, that looks like it's straight out of the Inquirer. Is there
But go back. They are still, you got to play the clip. They are still the main fucking fact-checking source on Facebook.
I didn't mean to clip the clip off. They are still the main. Are you kidding me, man?
No, I'm not. Even though they've been called out as fucking propaganda joke bullshit for fucking years now.
Now, they were around back in 2004, right? I think.
No. Were they?
I
just said when they were founded. 2015. Oh, no.
No, I was using them back in the day because I was dumber than a stump, and I didn't think, I think if they're going to fact check it, they're right. Well, critical thinking was on vacation.
No, I agree. Sex work is work. Don't even take it out of context. I was reading the meme.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
Believe me, you're barking up the wrong tree on that one.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
I absolutely support their right to work.
I'm weird and Shanda's right on, so that's I hang with her, so she keeps me straight. Okay, let's watch the clip.
Guess what? Keeping with our theme of censorship, everybody would go to Snopes. Remember, they go to Snopes. Snopes is a fact-checking organization. Well, we revealed that they're not. They are a partisan bullshit Democratic outlet. And and they don't fact check. They don't fact check.
I'm gonna fact
they don't
check
fact check. In fact, we debunked Snopes several times. We debunked them at our show in my garage. A pothead comedian debunked Snopes, and I always knew that they were a nefarious organization because anytime I shined my light on them, we found out they were lying or making shit up. Or not doing a fact check. Guess what? This is in BuzzFeed. The co-founder of Snopes wrote dozens of plagiarized articles for Snopes fact-checking site.
Dude, I was just going to ask, can you get through that headline without laughing?
It's just...
Because, as soon as you put it up there, I just started... I've seen that headline a handful of times now. I start laughing every time. It's not... Even satirical headlines don't always elicit that reaction. But this is really freaking funny.
People like Facebook would use Snopes as an authoritative outlet. So what happened? The co-founder of Snopes wrote dozens of plagiarized articles for the fact-checking site. David Mickelson, the co-founder of the fact-checking website Snopes, has long presented himself as the arbiter of truth online, a bulwark against fake news.
Yeah, he looks like it.
But which is actually fake news itself. David Mickelson is not a fact checker. He's a plagiarist. He has been lying to Snopes' tens of millions of readers. An investigation has found that Mickelson wrote and published dozens of articles containing plagiarized materials. What's that phrase? You point the finger at someone else and you have three fingers pointing back at you. Silent sinners scream the loudest. My point is we've been here before, haven't we? This. So the guy, again, this is the guy, the self-appointed fact checker, Turns out he's a big plagiarizer liar.
All right. I have a Jeopardy question for you. I don't know if it's Jeopardy or not. What does Snopes and President Biden have in common?
What is? They both like to fill up women?
No, it's not sniffing either. It's,
Okay.
it's what is plagiarizing?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Because Biden, he had to drop out of the race in like, what, 88 or something?
88, yeah, plagiarizing.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Good catch.
what's good for Snopes is good for President Biden. And again, we go after the Democrats more than we go after the Republicans here because we are an equal opportunity kick in the ass. So, and if we can dish it, we better be able to take it. What do we have?
I've spent years attacking Republicans.
Well, I
They're
know, it's too easy. Too easy. So,
oh, you're going to love this. This just dropped this afternoon. And this is difference between censorship and fact checkers.
Oh God, we're still on this, huh? Okay, let's. I'm looking forward to this. And this is Jamie Spears and
Brett Pella.
Brett Pella. God, I wish I had half his energy.
You know how people are constantly getting censored on social media, having their right to free speech taken away?
Well, that's us.
We're the censors. As censors, for the first time ever, we'll share what our mission is, what our training is, and why we do what we do.
But it's not everything you think. We're a very misunderstood group of people. People make ignorant assumptions, thinking that we're actively trying to take away their First Amendment right. But I can assure you that's not the case.
As dedicated censors, we're working towards taking away all their constitutional rights.
Because we care about keeping people safe. And you gotta start with their freedom of speech.
And from there, the whole house of cards will crumble. After censoring millions of pieces of content online from Republicans, we've actually never had to censor a single piece of content from Democrats.
And we're pretty sure that's just a coincidence. We know that all words are potential misinformation, and abiding by the current trend of martial law, you're guilty until proven innocent. Hello!
Words are dangerous, more dangerous than guns and climate change combined. And that's where we come in.
I dropped my pickle.
We censor people all day long to protect people. We're like Guardians of the Galaxy, only more helpful.
I think I feel it.
There's many different types of information out there. There's information,
simulation,
misinformation,
amalgamation,
misinformation,
ancient stone formation,
inflammation,
anterior postulation,
transformation,
creation,
inflation,
South Australian double elimination.
That's right, Norman. And our job is to kill all of it so we can feed our selective information to the world.
It's like we're farmers growing crops of information. And our censorship is the pesticide that we spray on our crops so that all other thoughts and ideas can't grow. And then we can sell our informationally modified crops to the world.
And just like pesticides, censorship is good for people, especially when ingested in large quantities. We're here in San Francisco because pretty soon we'll be launching our new app. It's called Censored. It plugs into Spotify and YouTube and eliminates all the audio.
That way, when you're listening to a podcast or watching a video, or watching a podcast or listening to a video, you won't hear anything. It'll be pre-censored for you.
It gives you unprecedented levels of censorship so you can enjoy premium levels of protection.
Like this.
We want to empower people with censorship. We don't want them having to rely on us forever. That's why we know the future is in self-censorship.
Just imagine a technology that will censor your emails and black out your texts before you even send them.
And we're working on that technology as we speak.
I did a lot of my censorship training with purple-haired silent monks in the eastern chicken coops of Portland, Oregon. They're the most self-censored people on the planet. They literally say nothing.
Oh, I mean, even as they're napping in numerous puddles of chicken poop, they don't let out a peep. Their lineage hasn't spoken any misinformation or any words for nearly 2,000 years, based on what they told us. Now, it's a big mistake to think that fact checkers and censors are the same thing.
It's factually very offensive.
Fact checkers don't even prevent you from seeing anything.
No, the fact checkers are basically like the farm team for the censors, and only one out of every 1,000 fact checkers ends up making it to the big leagues of censorship.
They're just pathetic amateurs.
Nerds.
That whole thing is funny. He goes on for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, that was great. the absurdity of what's going on now with the seriousness of what's going on now is making me crazy. So I find this reface offensive.
Sorry, I should have switched.
That's all right. You couldn't tell the difference as much weight as I put on since the COVID. So yeah, it's right in there. But it's unfortunately my head refaced well around what's the guy's name?
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Rogen's head. So I don't make a habit of it.
Okay. But he has hair. So.
Yeah, he does have hair.
This story is going to freak you out. And yes, this is Fox Business, but this is the only place that I heard reporting this story.
So they're the only ones that are reporting news anymore because MSNBS is doing what?
Well, I'm not going to go that far. But
Okay, I'm just curious. I know that CNN's on walkabout. They're trying to figure out what to do with Chris Cuomo. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
Officers, as in police officers in Washington state, being forced to show their private social media accounts to a commission or face termination.
What?
This is a review, and it's part of a new police certification move. Jason Rance with us this morning. How are officers responding to this?
Oh, they are not happy. They were first shocked to see this as part of their training, saying, you certify that you will consent to anyone from, it's called the Criminal Justice Training Commission. This is the organization that basically does the training for new recruits before they head on over to an individual agency. And they said, why would I do this? The thinking was that this was a new requirement for the new recruits who just sign up, because under those circumstances, they are overseen by the Criminal Justice Training Commission. And individual agencies essentially have their own social media policies. But it turns out that as part of one of the many bills, so-called police accountability bills that the Democrats passed in order to dismantle the police and then rebuild it in a certain image, they say, no, this actually applies to all officers. Now, there's some concern, number one, that this is not legal. And number two, that it's a huge abuse of the state power to be able to go into someone's Twitter account or their Facebook and not just see the stuff that's public, which obviously is public, but to see the stuff that's private. So the direct messages, the Facebook messages, some of those things, including just accounts that are maybe by design private just for family and friends.
Okay.
I have mixed feelings on this. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, right. So we know that there is a lot of racists hiding within our police state, right?
Really?
And so I do think that it's appropriate, just like with anybody who gets a fucking job anywhere, your future boss or whoever is interviewing you can go check out your social media. And if you're stupid enough to have stuff on there that's, bad, then that's your own bad. But to get into your private messages and your DMs and shit, I think that's crossing a serious fucking line. You need a warrant to look at that shit. As far as I'm concerned, that's where the line is.
So what are you talking?
It's not public.
What do you mean? You mean the cops' private messages?
Right. I mean, they should have the absolute same rights that we have, right? I don't want a future employer digging around in my private messages, but he's more than welcome to look at my public feeds. And it's up to me to monitor my feeds and know what's on them, right?
I would say that. Would it work if they were issued a phone from their, the police? They have their own phone with.
Right. Well, they have those police issued computers now too,
Yeah, so, but when they're violating my rights all the time, and when I say they, I'm not saying them directly, but we're being tracked through our phones. Our habits are being sold. And, so
they're looking at our DMs.
Yeah.
Jilly's absolutely right.
Yeah.
We have no property or privacies, neither should cops.
Welcome to the party.
We have to fight for that right for everybody.
I would probably want, if I was in law enforcement, which never would happen, especially at this point in my life, but if I was I would want everything transparent. Because I wouldn't want to be accused of something and not having a way to
absolutely
to do that.
And that's the way that we've done that. That's the way I've lived for many, many years. Like it's all out there. Nobody has nothing to come at me with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but then you get into that fight about I ain't got nothing to hide. Well, you know what? Personal stuff's personal stuff. Your medical records, your condition in life, your mental state, all that stuff. This
Now, mental state, that's something that police absolutely should be looked at very strenuously. You know, that's part of our problem, I think.
I think it is too. So no, that's a good report, and I'm just going to say have a phone issued. Put your phone in the locker, and if something needs to be where your phone needs to be subpoenaed to see if you were using it, then that's the thing. There's process.
Right.
You don't
grand
just,
juries, exactly.
You just don't make up shit. And I earlier in one of the reports, you or somebody was talking about Constitution, your rights under the Constitution. The Congress, particularly the 107th Congress, violated their oath of office by voting for the Patriot Act, by getting us abdicating our will to go to war by giving it to Bush. And it's just gotten worse with each president, Obama and Trump and Biden. So this is bullshit. Everything's bullshit. Everything's crazy.
Right.
I don't want to digress too much. What's the next one we got coming on here? We've got, I'm up here. Oh, this is the one. I made this reface. Yeah. Oreos. Did you bring this?
Oh, yeah. This is a great reface. I love that reface.
I love that reface. This was you when you're in an artistic mood, right?
Absolutely.
Frame
Yeah,
of mind.
I paint. I do all kinds of artistic stuff.
No, you are. You're quite the crafty lady, and I thought that was good. I like that. It's
She's
very
crafty.
very well done. I can't attribute the original because it's not the original. I've defaced it. So, but I put a nice face on it, which is yours. And this you brought this More Perfect Union.
Yeah, More Perfect Union. So new. The workers who make Oreos and Chips Ahoy are on strike, and they're calling on consumers to boycott. Mandela's the snack. What is that called?
Conglomerate.
Who owns
the snack
conglomerate? Okay. Who
owns
owns Nabisco? Yeah. So we're talking about Nabisco here. Wants them to work 12-hour days and weekends with no overtime. Factory workers could lose up to $40K a year. So you shouldn't be eating this nasty shit anyways. But please stop buying Nabisco.
Isn't that the same? Isn't that PepsiCo the same as Frito-Lay?
Yeah, they're all owned by one major conglomerate. I'm sure we have that chart, that graph somewhere. That breaks down.
It's like crazy. All these companies, and it looks to me from your little thingy here that they're trying to kill the workers, bleed them to death. Could lose up to. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable. I need to stop.
It's not unbelievable. It's happening all over the fucking country and the world.
Quit eating their shit. Quit buying their shit. But if I do that, everybody lose their job. Well, they might be happier because they're being tortured to death. They're being tortured to death. And I'm all for getting everybody's ass out on the street, whatever condition, just get out there because something's going to snap. So anyway,
Jilly says they're full of glyphosate and GMOs. And you're absolutely right, Jilly. You'll be so proud of me. I quit high fructose corn syrup almost a month ago.
You're drinking LaCroix.
I'm drinking LaCroix now.
Oh my God!
I've always drank LaCroix. I've always liked sparkling waters,
that's terrible. They found traces of DDT in LaCroix. So.
Oh God, I can't drink anything.
No,
There's
you can't.
nothing.
Forget it.
But at least I'm off the sugar. So
okay, well that's good.
One fucking poison at a time.
Just kill
right?
yourself halfway. That's all.
I mean, water, any water, anywhere. I mean, unless you're buying fucking high-end smart water, electro water,
and that's dead water too because they fucked it all up. So yeah, we're just screwed. What is that? Is that Musk's sex bot there? What the hell is that?
This right here is just terrifying. And thank you, Julie, for sending it to me. You guys want to send us stuff? You see things that you think we need to feature? Please drop them in one of our DMs, emails.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Jim, we did get that. I hope I responded to you. We did get the offering you did, the comedy shtick, and we couldn't get it into the deck this week, but we're going to look at it for next week. Keep sending them.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, that we do appreciate it very much. And this is Musk and his sex bot, right? Is it a sex bot? What is it?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be everything. It'll be every bot.
I can't pull the trigger. Okay, here we go.
Basically, you think about what we're doing right now with the cars, Tesla is arguably the world's biggest robotics company because our cars are like semi-sentient robots on wheels. And with the full self-driving computer, essentially the inference engine on the car, which will keep evolving obviously, and Dojo, and all of the neural nets recognizing the world, understanding how to navigate through the world, it kind of makes sense to put that onto a humanoid form. We think we'll probably have a prototype sometime next year that basically looks like this. And it's intended to be friendly, of course.
Friendly, with no face.
And navigate through a world built for humans and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks. We're setting it such that it is, at a mechanical level, at a physical level, you can run away from it.
Sure.
And most likely overpower it. It'll be a light 5 miles an hour. If you can get run faster than that, it'll be fine. It's around 5'8", has sort of a screen where the head is for useful information, but it's otherwise basically got the autopilot system in it. So it's got cameras, got 8 cameras, full self-driving computer, and making use of all of the same tools that we use in the car. I mean, things that I think that are really hard about having a useful humanoid robot is, can it navigate through the world without being explicitly trained? I mean, without explicit, like, line-by-line instructions. Can you talk to it and say, you know, please pick up that bolt and attach it to the car with that wrench, and it should be able to do that. It should be able to, please go to the store and get me the following groceries. This, I think, will be quite profound because if you say, like, what is the economy? It is, at the foundation, it is labor. So what happens when there is, no shortage of labor? This is why I think long-term that there will need to be universal basic income. Essentially, in the future, physical work will be a choice. If you want to do it, you can, but you won't need to do it. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah.
There you go. That's our future.
iRobot, straight out of iRobot. I mean, the first, that Will Smith movie, that's pop culture imitates art. Reality imitates art, is that the saying?
Yes.
So he was kind of him and Han about you should be able to outrun it and you might be able to beat it up. Is that what he's trying to say?
You should be able to outrun it. You
Why
can push
would
it
you
over.
need
It's not going to be a threat. It said it's what, 5'8" and weighs 45 pounds or some shit.
Yeah, so it's a ninja robot. So
it looks like a ninja, right?
Okay, so
But if they're building these for the public, what are they building for the military-industrial complex?
Exactly. I that's where I was going. If they're building these, if you don't think the military has been working with him on this for the last 2 decades, you're kidding yourself. And this robot might be a maintenance robot, a maintenance droid like R2-D2 or C-3PO, but the ones that they have going into the military are fucking Terminators.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
They are, and the cop shops. The cop shops are getting RoboCops. The military's getting the Terminators. If you don't think so, I'll bet you my eye teeth. And that's crazy shit. That's automation. And you know how in that statement, he said, yeah, we're going to need a universal UBI. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah. That's how we're going to buy his robots.
Yeah, the conservatives are probably losing their shit when he says that. They didn't do nothing to deserve that money.
Right.
Oh, fuck me. God, there's the F word again. Okay. For all those who are a little bit sensitive when we bag on Bernie, show me where he hasn't been. Right? Really, truly. What?
Right.
I don't know what to say. He's allowing these 2 clowns here to use him 24/7. So what's the argument? Is there an argument?
Yeah, did you see Jimmy's clip from his,
Yes.
I believe it was his Chicago show?
Yeah, it was that
where he goes after Bernie.
Oh,
It
Jesus
was pretty
Christ.
funny. It was
Yeah,
pretty fucking
he
funny.
was pretty brutal, and everybody's calling us doorknobs for falling. I don't kiss
Whatever.
Jimmy's ass. I just happen to agree with him on so
Yeah,
much shit.
right, exactly.
And I think I've got a clip. Yeah, we're coming up on it. Anyway, what's next? What am I missing?
Next is David Dole. Are we talking about
Davey.
David?
I won't spend too
Pretty
much.
boy?
I won't spend too much time on Pretty Boy. This is he's getting worse and worse and worse in my opinion.
Hey, he is. He really is.
It's talk about somebody who's privileged, and I know he's got a huge following, and he probably makes. What do you think he makes? 10 grand a month, maybe.
Oh, probably more than that.
Maybe
he's
more.
a Canadian.
Canadian making more. This is Jimmy Dore. It happens to be Jimmy Dore. He wasn't the only one. I've seen this David Dopey Coward. Yeah, you heard me, dum-dums. When grifters like Jimmy Dore buy a house, it's bad, eat the rich. But for Daddy Hassan, it's okay because he's actually nice to my friends and plays video games with AOC. Again, I ask, how many video games have you played with AOC? Then shut the fuck up. Now, I don't even get what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just is he just being a dick or what?
Right.
I think he's just still butthurt because Jimmy kicked his ass. And I think this is the video cut I put in here. So this kind of stuff is how he claps back at Jimmy. I don't think it's quite effective, but you can call us doorknobs. Go ahead.
On YouTube. And you could also see, even apart from that, YouTube does have a clear right-wing bias in the sense that it is biased towards reactionary, anything reactionary. So that's why you see people like Dave Rubin or Tim Pool or Jimmy Dore, who clearly at one point were a little more on the left, have moved further and further to the right because that's where they know the audience is, or that's how the algorithm works. It benefits them to go further right. Now,
all right. Any comment or just bullshit? Now that to me is grifting.
That is total. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
He shouldn't even have a right to talk about it. He's got health care. Shut up.
Yeah, he's, go ahead. We want to be inclusive in the discussion, but don't compare Rubin and these others. And I know why he compares. Wasn't Rubin supposedly a liberal at one time or a progressive, or at least by title?
I don't know.
But we used to make fun of Pretty Boy in a big way.
We did.
When we got in there, he called us off. I don't want you following me, and I just said I'll miss your hair.
Right, he did. He said to unfollow me, and we did. We were like, okay.
we did. I catch him on these streams by other people, and but the nerve, the condescending shit that comes out of some of these people, and I hope I don't come across like that. That's not my goal.
Well, he toes the establishment line, right?
Yeah.
And I love how Jimmy describes him as one of those satellite TYT shows, because that's exactly what he is, right? They're the new MSNBS, they're the new CNN, because they pull the mainstream they pull the line for the Dems.
Yeah, they picked force the vote was good for them because they're rallying the wagons behind their shit lib position.
See, I've dealt with these people the whole entire time that I've been in politics, but I just call them Democrats. I don't know why they call themselves progressive.
Yeah, they're not. The word's no good anymore. And this is, I have the same problem with
the word's never been good. Yeah, it goes back 100 years. It's never been good.
We have like the whole thing last week with Jen Perlman and Peter Hager, insulting our sister Afeni and Compton J on their stream. I mean, that's the kind of Peter Hager and this guy, to me, are one and the same. They have that same arrogant, my way and this kind of shit. I almost expected Dole to say something like, I believe in reparations in the middle of that for no goddamn reason. So, that's the kind of cloth it's cut from. So, sorry, Peter. I don't care for you. I know you don't care for me. So, but anyway. We have a Clockwork Oz here.
I love the Clockwork Oz.
I do too. It's great. These are movie posters. This is Reface this week. Professor, I brought this, right? Yeah, I think I did. I brought this.
Trash Panda. Love Trash Panda.
Trash Panda, yeah. This made me sick. And this is not taken out of context. This was an interview that was done by, Clinton's boy, what's his name? Stephanopoulos.
Yeah.
But anyway, when asked what he thought of the pictures of the hundreds of Afghans cramped into an American transport in 2 planes in Afghanistan falling from the wings of the U.S. cargo plane, Mr. Empathy's response was, that was 4 days ago. Look, fat, people fall off of planes all the time. Come on, man. No, that's not what he said. But I do have it. No matter what, when you take something in the context of that happened 4 days ago, we're improving, the superpower in the country. I have a huge problem with it. You shouldn't have fucked up in the first place, buddy. Now check this out. Now watch the whole thing. It's available, but this is the clip.
We've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
How does that?
I don't even remember yesterday.
How could that be taken out of context unless it was clipped?
Wasn't taken out of context. Doesn't sound like it was taken out of context.
Okay, I've got
to said it.
You know, this might be a clip. I have got to watch the whole thing. Does anybody in the chat, have they seen this interview? Because that to me is insane.
If we watch this shit.
One more time.
We've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Okay.
Maybe it was taken out of context. I mean, maybe they clipped that from something else and stuffed it in there. But
yeah, it looks like it was
I believe
clipped to
Biden
me.
would say that shit.
I do too. But God, I should have watched that section. I was so damn busy today. I apologize if it's out of context. But if he really said that, I'd be losing my shit. Now I got another one down here with Dole, real quick. I don't know why I even put it there. Oh, because it's a Dole segment. Let me get it to start right here. Let's see if it starts.
Start her up.
Let's see.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for
No,
joining.
I'm not going to play that. I didn't clip it. Yeah, but Jackson Hinkle was talking about Dole being absurd too. So, you know, again,
Oh, well, good for
just
him.
say no to David Dole. You know, he's full of fucking shit. Okay, what do we got here? Creepy Joe.
Oh yeah, this is just a little musical compilation.
Okay, compilation. Let's see.
Compilation.
I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what. Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her like a little lady.
Ooh.
No, it didn't start yet. What happened?
No, wait a second. Let me go back. What happened?
I don't know. What happened?
I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what. Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her like a little lady with her legs crossed. Girl. You be a woman. Soon. I know my king come all the way. Die for you, girl. All they can say is, he's not your kind. They never get tired of what they need, and I'll never know when I come around. What I'm gonna find. Don't let them make up your mind. Don't you know, girl? You meet a woman soon. Please come take my hand. We need little girls. Girl, you be a woman too soon. Soon. You need man.
Yes,
I'm Joe
I know.
Biden, and I forgot this message.
I know that was gross, but you know what? Don't ever forget that our fucking president is a fucking predator. People think that, oh, he's just harmless. He doesn't, he has slipping mind, whatever. He was a fucking predator and he still is a fucking predator.
I'll dive into that a little bit deeper. I think that it was not his place, whatever his motivation was, but he was posing those girls like,
yeah, that's grooming. Like you
he's-
could see it as a mother. The first time I ever
God
saw
damn it.
the CNN, because those came straight from C-SPAN. The first time I ever saw the C-SPAN compilation where they put the 8 years of him being vice president together and doing this, it was like being punched in the gut as a mother, because you just know there's fucking telltale signs as a woman, certain touches, certain looks, certain ways. I mean, I knew from that fucking moment he was a predator, and I will say that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that generation, I remember that, I'm not even going to get it. It just makes me
No, I know what you're saying. I had those uncles,
Yeah,
and,
they were just like
great uncles and shit. Yeah,
they didn't know how to express themselves, so they expressed themselves inappropriately. So
Exactly.
That's and that's the kindest way I can say it, I guess.
No, yeah, that was very kind.
Yeah, that's the kindest way I can say it. Now, Sister Katie and Brother Matt Taibbi had Crystal and Sagar, and
I love Katie and Matt.
Katie was generous enough to put up the second part of the interview yesterday, and I got to watch it because I know that we have an issue with Crystal and Sagar on certain things, but this I put this in. I want to make a point here, if I'm able to do that. Let's just listen, and then I'll get into it more. So here we go. They are going to go after an MSNBC lady, I think, that's got a new show coming. Let's see.
MSNBC is really about to crack the code with their new Nicole Wallace streaming show.
Okay, what is this? I kind of saw something about that, and I saw
almost died.
Peacock, yeah.
Is that
She's
what
gonna
it's
have
on?
a streaming program
I think
targeted for
that
millennials. This is a no shit real thing. Yeah.
Propagandists. That's what the millennial, that's what young audiences are really looking for these days.
It's their youth-themed property, right?
Yes,
What was
yes.
the language they used?
It's their Peacock millennial-focused streaming initiative via Peacock. So not only have you sign up for shitty Peacock, I don't know why anybody would do that. So you can watch Morning Joe Extra, by the way. Then you can do two, and so she's already on the air for 2 hours. So they're just gonna.
You
It's
need
like
more, but you need
what
more.
is the third hour of millennial Nicole Wallace? Like that's what I want to know. That
Is
I
it
really
real?
like.
This is real. It's like really called millennial
Yeah,
something.
well, I mean, that's what they say. They went on. They had this whole
marketed it that
flashy
way.
Wall Street
The
Journal
thing-
piece.
Guys, the thing young people want is more Nicole Wallace. 2 hours on MSNBC
Well, cut
every
it.
single day is not enough. That's
Can
the
we
bottom line here.
can we start the hunt for the millennial who wants the third hour of Nicole
Oh
Wallace?
yeah, third hour millennium. I'm a THM.
Just easy. I mean, just go to like a young Democrats club, like a college like right there.
Yeah.
You got them.
Right.
Go pick your like young Democrat, valedictorian, Pete
know
Buttigieg
about
for
100
America
of them.
volunteer.
Oh, anybody that
The
was doing
millions
that
of them.
dance.
Yeah,
Anybody that was doing the
Oh my God!
This
that
whole
dance,
city,
I forgot
that's
about
Washington.
that. Oh my God!
anybody doing the high hopes dance in for the
forgot
third hour
about
of Nicole
that.
Wallace for sure.
Okay. Let me
Because
see.
I'm ready.
Okay, so they're capping on MSNBS because they're using Nicole Wallace to appeal to younger generations. Is that what you got out of that?
Yeah, that's what I got out of
Okay.
it. 3 fucking hours. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so Nicole Wallace was she's 49. I'm going to be ageist here a little bit. I would think she would be
She's
one of the-
49. She's a Gen Xer. She's not a millennial.
Yeah, I would not have
What?
her as the spokesperson to reach out to run people. And number 2 on that thing is we know that it's more shit propaganda, but they're paying millions of dollars to float these shows. And
Oh, yeah.
I got to credit Crystal and Sagar. You know, they use the Hills money, what's his name's money, to build
Right.
their show, and then they jumped ship because they didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
doing
well,
whatever.
I'm not ready to give them kudos. I can tell
Well,
you that.
this is what you're
Their
going to...
fucking bath they gave fucking Biden this week was not
Well,
pretty.
this is my point here. Now, I went over to Breaking Points because I swear to God, and I'm not going to play this, but I swear to God, the first story this week, they were giving a tongue bath to Joe Biden about being the greatest president in history for pulling the troops out of Afghanistan. I mean, Sagar was embellishing, Crystal was embellishing.
Oh, God.
It was a freaking nightmare. So I go back to the same, I swear it's the same one, and I looked at all of them and I couldn't find it. But they edited that out from what I could tell, where they were talking about he was the greatest president.
Exactly.
ever.
That's why I
And
don't fucking trust Crystal and
if
Sagar.
I'm wrong,
or Crystal and Kyle.
You guys, if anybody wants, if got too much time, if you find it on Breaking Points, on their clips, that it wasn't edited out, let me know, and I'll mea culpa next week. But I thought that was kind of chicken shit. My other point is with these guys, and don't get me wrong, because I have nothing against Crystal and Sagar, and I really like Matt, and I really like Katie a lot. I like them both because they're kind of like, but the problem I have with these guys, personal problem, it's my problem, is that they are in the Washington journalist bubble. So
I see that. I do see that. But I think that we get into our regional bubbles. I mean, are we in a West Coast bubble?
Yeah, we are. But I'm in a trailer park kind of guy bubble.
Me too.
I'm in a boomer. I'm 62. I'm in that bubble. But does that mean that the opinions of Washington? Do you think it's healthy for them to keep, like when they interview Crystal and Sagar? It's like their fams. You know, they're people in.
Oh, you can tell that all four of those are very comfortable.
They're very comfortable.
Together.
And the only time they're not comfortable, I would think Crystal and Sagar especially, is when they're in the same room with Jimmy or Max Blumenthal, or Jimmy or Aaron Matei. I don't think the comfort levels so much. I don't think Matt Taibbi and Katie Halper give a shit, but I do think, honestly, that Crystal, because of her relations with Kyle, and Sagar, same thing, I don't think their comfort zone's the best. All in all, what I'm saying here is I would think it would behoove them, Katie and Matt, to reach out to a lot of those ladies that we put into, the promotion, women in media.
And to give Katie credit, she does.
And she does. Yeah, all of them do to a degree, but not as much as I think they would. Instead of featuring their friends so much on the bubble and talking about the issues, I would implore them, Katie, Matt, Crystal, even Sagar, you guys want the hinterland speaking? Those who can speak, that can get the point across in your framework, because you don't have any limits on how long you can run your shows now. None of these people do. Before, they were subjugated to 10-minute cuts, maybe 12.
Right.
But now they can have, they can get in there, and then they can pre-produce it and do it. There's no excuse, is what I'm saying. They need to talk to the public, the people that are dying, the people that are getting their water poisoned, the people that Jordan Chariton talks to.
Yeah, I would like to see them do more straight work.
They need to do that instead of getting caught in this DC dynamic and listening so much to the New York Times or the Post or anything else. I think they can grow their brand, which is they want to be independent-minded, which is that. I think that's one way they could help. And I just wanted to throw that out there.
But I think that really sets the difference between us and them.
Yeah.
We're willing to get out there and talk in the streets and be in the streets where they're not.
And have the dial. And this is what we do.
Sagar, I don't trust him. Yeah, Sagar has his good days and his bad days.
And he, on that interview, he even said he doesn't find himself aligning with conservatives as much as one may think. And I agree with that. I think he's more libertarian.
And left. Yeah, he's more libertarian.
By the way, what the hell happened to Kyle Kalinske? Is he on drugs?
I'm not going to speculate that. But
the stuff that's coming out of his, I don't understand. I
don't recognize a lot of these people anymore.
Anyway, did I clip this? Let me just run this real quick, and then I've got a short one at the end of this, which just made me so happy. Here we go.
Outrage, and everybody's doing it, so it just ruins it for everybody.
But how do we? But isn't it kind of boring? I mean, don't we all traffic in that a little bit? Because it's kind of boring to just be praising. All right, so I'm just trying to think I was excited about Bernie, obviously. I'm trying to think of what I get.
Well, no, it's not
up
that.
About.
It's the attitude of, you talk about that viewer the right wing viewer who says, "I'm just glad that Crystal doesn't hate me." It's the
so we can hate powerful people,
and the
but
attitude
not,
that comes through in all these shows, right? It's the contempt. And you're also egging on your viewers to have that same kind of feeling, right? And that's what's absolutely even this silly the lab leak story. I think what drives people crazy about it was the sanctimony of it at the beginning, right?
Debunked.
And now that they're being told, oh, you can think this other thing now.
Yeah, I get what he was saying.
Yeah, but the problem with that clip is it didn't clip in the right spot. He admitted
outrage, and everybody's doing it, so it just ruins it for everybody.
But how do we? But isn't it kind of boring? I mean, don't we all
no, that was that one. It did not clip in the right spot. He admitted that they do the same thing at the end of that. He said, but we do the same thing. And I think that makes our point. We condescend, is what he said. We're condescending, and we get sanctimonious with our point of view.
No, we do. There is that contempt there that we definitely
I absolutely
inflate out to.
Yeah.
I absolutely, and I do it on purpose because fuck the Democrats.
Every time I say, and people are going to hold me to the carpet on this, is there is no debate. There really isn't on those things, and I'm challenging is what I'm doing because history does not support the antithesis of the position that I state. So there is no debate. Now, I'm being sanctimonious there. Maybe I'm being condescending. I don't mean to. But I believe in my heart of hearts. But I didn't say I wasn't open to discussing it.
I live in a dollar store bubble.
So when I call these guys out. But they finished this off so nicely, I've got to say. Katie finished up because they did a segment right after that, and we're done with this one. They did a segment on the Aaron Maté with TYT, calling him fucker and all this stuff. But Katie had the last word on this, and I never see Katie do this. And Katie, I hope you don't mind me do this. It's not out of context. They can watch the show. But here we go.
Fuck you, Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian.
Oh, that's what you want to say.
So I was roaring.
She doesn't want to be a TYT satellite show.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be a satellite show, and she really, I love that. I'm going to keep that for posterity.
Good for her.
Whether she was being, humorous or not, I think that, I think in her heart of hearts she probably does mean it because they were the ones that opened up that wound, TYT. So anyway, what do we got going on? Did everybody leave? They got tired of me belly aching now. So okay, we're still we're doing all right. Oh, they turned the tips back on in Rockfin.
Oh, that was sweet of them.
Yeah, I actually they turned it on for somebody. I can't even see it. But yeah, no, that's great. Thank you. Let me see if I can see who gave the.
I'm looking.
Oh, Carrie Black, love you too, Carrie. Thank you so much. That was very sweet. Super Ray over there on Rockfin. Thank you so much, Carrie. We love you too. We love everybody. We do. We really do. Even when we get mad at each other and disagree and all that stuff, just whatever. We're all gonna die. So that's it. Let's love each other while we love each other. Anyway, that was my if by chance Katie Halper. Katie, it's cool. I just tried to come at it from a different direction. So what do we have now? We've got, United Spot.
United Spot. We got to have a United Spot.
United Spot. Here we go. United Spot. How are we doing on time? Are we right on time?
We got to move it up a little bit.
Okay, I'll kick it up. Here we go.
Oh, I'm so mad right now. What's wrong? Some ant stood up to me today. Who cares? It was just one ant. One ant? Yeah. One ant? Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. Let me explain something to you, okay? You see, if you let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up to us. But they're just puny little ants. Those puny ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. But I love my way of life. Yeah, totally. I don't want to give up my way of life. Let me tell you something. This isn't about food or money, right? This is about power and keeping those ants in line. Hey, Joe! What? Hey, Joe! The airplane coming, they want to go home. Joe, we should circle back, manana. The airplane coming, nobody go home. Joe! What? Me say Joe! Me say Joe! Me say Joe! The airplane coming, nobody go home. Let's circle back, lunch. The airplane coming, nobody go home. Hey, Mr. Taliban, Joe Biden. The weapons stay in, the troops go home. Joe, let's circle back. Come on, man. I'll impeach Joe Biden.
Those guys are terrible. They're terrible. Anyway, let's move them right along here. I do take exception to this reface on you. I am not a Gwyneth Paltrow fan. So
yeah, right. Her and her goop.
Yeah.
And her twat smelling candle.
She said twat. What's this? Did you put this?
Oprah reveals how she managed to stay stress-free at 64. Well, step one, have $1 billion.
Yeah, that helps. Doesn't that help?
That does help.
That definitely helps. Well, it's time. It's time. It's time for Pat the Batman fan. Pat, here we go. And she was. I hope this is the right one.
Oh, I love And She Was.
Yeah. Is that Talking Heads?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pat the Batman fan.
And she was lying in the grass. She could hear the highway breathing, and she could see a nearby factory. She's making sure that she's not dreaming. See the lights of the neighbor's house, and she's starting to rise. Take a minute to concentrate, and she opens up her eyes. The world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. The world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. And she was. And she was drifting through the backyard. And she was taking off her dress. And she was moving very slowly, rising up above the earth, moving into the universe, and she's drifting this way now, not touching the ground at all, and she's up above the yard. The world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. Hey, the world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. She was right about it, no doubt about it. She isn't sure about what she's done. No time to think about what to tell him. No time to think about what she's done, and she was. And she was looking at herself, and things were looking like a movie. She had a pleasant elevation. She's moving out in all directions. The world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. She was floating above it, and she was joining the world of missing persons, and she was missing enough to feel alright, and she was, and she was, and she was, and she was. She was, ooh, 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 and she was, hey, 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 she was, ooh, 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 and she was, hey, 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 she was.
Great job, Pat.
Good job, Pat. We love it. We love it. Pat says.
Pat is so talented in so many different ways.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you see some of his movie cuts. They're great.
Yeah.
We're going to be showing those too. And by the way, he said that Jamie's going to have something new for us next week. So we're looking forward to that.
Jamie's got the golden pipes.
It's going to be fun. Thank you so much, Pat. We appreciate the submission, and we will always play your submissions. Just send them to roarmedialive@gmail.com, and we'll get them in here. What do we have at Stoner Corner?
Stoner Corner. So in a world full of Karens, be a Mary Jane. I wish people would randomly offer me weed as often as middle school health class said they would. And you smoke weed, you go to jail. They smoke weed, did coke, became president, endorsed the war, the drug war, and then smoked the Constitution. But you're the criminal.
No truer meme has ever been made. That's you know, it's like I smoked it, but I didn't inhale. So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's it. So here comes our doubleheader with Steve Cutler. I want to thank you again, Steve, for all your music. You know, like I said, it keeps me sane in the same world, helps me too. And
yeah, you guys check out the pre-show.
Yeah, check out the pre-shows.
He plays us in every Saturday night.
Yeah, he had a show last night too, Friday night. So yeah, if you ever want to chill out and listen to some good music, Steve Cutler live. He's always up there. Please share and subscribe. Hunter helped me pick this one out today. So, and I believe this is from yesterday. So Steve Cutler live.
Shout out to Peaches.
Peaches.
So happy Friday, people. Please share this link and to all the people that you think might want it. Even the people that you think won't want it. Definitely share it with them.
I'm with you, Steve.
Taking away the moments that make up the dull day. Fritter and waste the hours in an north-end way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Oh, the time is lying in the sunshine, staying on the watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill the day. And then one day you find that 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run on. You missed the start and gone. Scribbled line hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. Time has come, the song is over. Thought I had something more to say. There is no dark side of the moon.
Fucking love it. You can never go wrong with Pink Floyd.
No, you can't. And I like the way you owned that one, Steve. Great
Yes.
job. Great job,
Good
brother
job.
Steve. Matter of fact, you've inspired me. When I get my shit together and Pat builds my karaoke closet and you fix my sound, Steve, I'm going to do Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd.
I love it. I love it.
That's I'm going to do my best to have that be my first one that I chew up. So we've got... Is it that time? It's that time. We're almost out of here, guys. We've got a few more minutes.
I told you I snuck something into the deck this evening, and here it is.
Okay, you're pole dancing.
This is our new intro for the dance-off.
All right. Wow. Wow. How cute. How cute. That's nice. I snuck my dance in here tonight. You haven't seen it.
I saw it. I saw this this was one of the dances that I had made up for you a couple of weeks ago, and so I've seen it before.
Yeah, well, I figured out how to make other ones now. So the dancing will change up a little bit, but what is it? You're one up on me now, right? Is that right?
I'm one up. That's why I'm in the winner spot.
You're in the winner spot. We're going to call that the winner spot. Okay, so now I get to go first, right?
You get to go first.
All right, so everybody, Oz or Chanda, come on, we're waiting. Get your scorecards ready. Come on, guys, come on. And after this, you're going to have to shout out some rays there, Chanda. Here we go.
Раз это хардбас, все в спортивках Адидас. И на Найке пацаны, слушаем хардбас басы. Это стайл любимый, ждем все в ритме колбасы.
All right, you got Oz doing it. Was that Russian? I hope it was Russian.
I don't know, but I love it.
I hope it was Russian. All right, now Shanda's turn. Is that
Bam, bringing it with the 80s aerobic.
Is that Chrissy hair? That looks like Chrissy hair.
It totally looks like Chrissy hair.
It's Chrissy hair. Okay, Oz gets to the second round. Okay, while we wait for everything to catch up.
Yeah, let me see if I can catch a couple of these.
Раз это хардбас, все в спортивках Адидас. И на Найке пацаны, слушаем хардбас басы. Этот стайл любимый, ждем все в ритме колбасы.
And Chanda. What'd you have, Richard Simmons in that video with you, or what? Did it look like Richard
No, that was you. What are you talking about?
Oh, Christ, if it was me, I'm gonna shoot myself. Oh, God, I got a vote over here. We got Kate.
I see Chanda. I see an Oz.
I see an Oz. Oz, thank you, Kate, with the beer can. Gonna be hard to beat that.
Thank you, Will.
Will got Chanda. Anna
Maris,
Maris. Oh, my God. There, you're pulling away again. Wow. Oh, come on.
The hair. Come on.
Oh, are you going to be too ahead of me again?
Leg warmers. Hashtag leg warmers. I just got 3 pairs of leg warmers. I'm looking forward to the cold season.
Cirrus, Oz this time. Thank you, Cirrus. Appreciate it.
That's 2 for Oz.
Down 2 for Oz. And Jilly, Oz this time. Sorry, Chanda. Oh, my gosh. Yay. Are we going to be tied
Oz
again?
Kind of funny.
We get tied. Oz, Jim. Thanks, Jim. Yona, Oz, I think I got it this week.
Sorry, Chanda. Wow, gamer.
Well, at least they're
What
polite.
language was Chanda? I don't know.
I think it was Valley Girl, wasn't it? 80s?
Valley Girl, yeah. 80s.
Yeah. Horny Unicorn went for Chanda.
Czechoslovakian Valley Girl.
Beast of Oz. I think I got you this week. I think we're tied.
Really?
I think we're tied.
Did you get me?
I think I got you. No, I think we're tied
I'm
overall.
seeing a lot of Oz, and no, I think you're right.
Lucky Burrito, Oz, thanks. Thank you, Lucky.
Okay,
and I know they hate to vote against either one of us because they're our fans. It's hard, but we're having fun.
Sorry, Chanda, next time.
We're
tied. Still my broken heart.
We're tied. Pat, he's throwing an Oz out there. Okay, so Anyway, that's it. You want to throw some super rays out there for everybody?
Yeah, let me see if I can find them with the rock fin jumping as much as
Thanks,
it is.
Vic.
Votes
Insight and awareness, Oz. She's sticking her tongue out too. So.
Thanks,
Vic.
Quit jumping on me. Anna Maris, thank you for cheering me up. Sick kitty at home. I needed little laughs. Love you, fam. Oh, honey, I understand. My kitty was sick the other night too, and it was just I was crying. Maris, darn it jumped on me.
Yeah, no, it's jumping. I'll make sure we get it. So, Corey.
Maris, thank you so much for seeing and saying imperative thoughts, and then it disappeared on me again.
Okay, Arem. It's Arem. Thank you so much for seeing and saying imperatives through expression and narratives, through honest bravery to call things out, for willingness to hear, and for engaging in dialogue and seeking common ground with the good faith actors of all stripes and speaking your truth. And that's a superb testament.
That's an amazing.
Yeah,
yes,
that's great.
That's exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
Exactly what we strive to do.
Yeah, William, I don't know if you got William. William threw us a super ray, and Kamshari Quate again testing the tip jar. Anna Maris, thank you for all cheering me up. Sick kitty at home, yes. Yeah, Arem, honest to God, nobody's going to always agree with us. But I don't want that. I don't want that either. I don't want to choir, but I don't want to be an asshole or a dick about it. I think that our friends over at Uphill, we disagree on certain things with the jab and things, but I'm damn glad they're out there speaking their truths on how they feel about it, and I'm not going to fault them for that at all.
Right, exactly.
And so many others, but I think it's pretty much the same across lines throughout social independent media. So we're going to have to end up getting together on the things that are going to keep us alive, whether it's the jab or wars or famine or catastrophic. So let's keep the dialogue up as much as possible, and let's do it as thoughtfully as we can, except when it comes to TYT and Sam Cedar, and I'm being a hypocrite, and all the rest of those cucks over there. So anyway, am I being a hypocrite? Anyway, I won the dance cough tonight.
Yeah, I know. I see it. They put you over the top.
Okay, we're tied. What do we have here? What's this?
Oh, so this is Leicester River has stopped flowing to Lake Superior as of Wednesday, August 18th, 2021.
And what does that river feed?
Lake Superior, which feeds all of the Great Lakes, right?
That's a problem.
You think?
I think Lake Mead's a problem, and that other lake in Nevada is a problem.
Colorado River is a
Colorado River is a problem. And meanwhile, China and Italy are floating away, and Siberia is burning up, and everything else.
Horny Unicorn. Thanks for the super ray. He says, did anyone tell you vampires that the moon reflects light from the sun?
Oh yeah. So is there a dark side of the moon then?
Yes, apparently.
You crack me up. You guys are so funny.
Funny.
Okay, Hollyweird. Let's get through
Hollyweird. We got two little weird Hollyweirds. So this last week, we saw a major push in lawsuits.
Oh, shit.
Filed in New York.
Oh, shit.
And maybe some old skeletons are coming out of the closet. This is our buddy Jamie Deluxe reporting on the lawsuit against Bob Dylan.
Oh, no. Bob, what did he do?
Bad boy.
Uh-oh.
Hear about Bob Dylan?
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in a world we can't see. Not that. Weird though, right?
Yeah.
From Yahoo News. Monday, August 16, 2021. Bob Dylan accused of sexually abusing a 12-year-old girl in 1965. Bob Dylan is facing a lawsuit alleging he sexually abused a 12-year-old girl who remains, quote, emotionally scarred and psychologically damaged in 1965. An explosive lawsuit claims that between April and May of 1965, the singer groomed and gained the trust of a 12-year-old girl, quote, as part of his plan to sexually molest and abuse her. Page 6 reports, citing Manhattan Supreme Court papers, Dylan established an emotional connection with the plaintiff, identified only as JC, and sought to, quote, lower JC's inhibitions with the object of sexually abusing her, which he did, coupled with the provision of drugs, alcohol, and threats of physical violence, leaving her emotionally scarred and psychologically damaged to this day. The lawsuit alleges. The lawsuit also says that the fallout from the alleged abuse has been, quote, of a permanent and lasting nature and have incapacitated plaintiff from attending her regular activities. The plaintiff, who is now 68, is seeking damages and accusing Dylan of assault, battery, false imprisonment, and infliction of emotional stress. A spokesperson for Dylan denied the allegations, telling Page 6, quote, this 56-year-old claim is untrue and will be vigorously defended.
This lawsuit was one of an avalanche of lawsuits that were filed last week in New York State Court under the Child Victims Act. Without the act, none of the allegations against Bob Dylan could have been brought today because all the relevant statutes of limitations would have expired.
So,
okay, so basically all of these lawsuits got filed last week in New York because I think it's called the Child Act. statute of limitations is running out. So it used to be they had a law that said they could go back 60 years, 50 years, but they're getting ready to, I mean, that was up last week. So all these lawsuits got filed before that was up. And that includes the one against Prince Andrew, you know, the royal monarch.
Yeah.
And so that's the next clip. But, you know, Dylan, I don't know, you know, does somebody have the right to come back 50, 60 years later? Especially if they're, I mean, she was 12 years old.
Yeah, I think they've got the right to come back.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
I mean, we let
Anytime.
the, you know, those that the Catholic, you know, faith fed on for all these years. I think they should have a right to a voice too. And so part of that is the Virginia Dufresne case against Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
So will we see Prince Andrew get pulled to America and have to, you know, testify?
I think not.
Exactly. Will he pull privilege? Oh yeah. He
By
will.
the way, Dylan's 80, and they said that woman is 68. So
yeah,
do the math.
Yeah, she's 68.
Do the math.
I share a birthday with Dylan, May 24th.
So
he was born in 41.
So 68. Would that make Dylan 12 years old when he did that? I don't know.
68. He was born in 41.
Yeah.
So no, he was almost 30.
He was almost 30. My math is fucked up. Where did I get 68
He's
from?
damn good at math, man. He'll spit it out.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Prince Albert.
Rebecca, thank you for being with us, of course. Andrew has consistently denied all of these claims, but there has been a deafening silence this week. Why do you think that is?
It's very simple, actually. Andrew and his legal team have been absolutely blindsided by this. They did not expect Virginia Giuffre and her attorney to go down this route of a civil lawsuit. And as a result, there is a lot of behind-the-scenes crisis and trying to work out what to do about it. I mean, it's as my colleague Stephen Wright has explained, it's a very dangerous time for him. Every option available to them is very, very high risk. He could try and ignore it completely, but then of course he risks having a court finding against him in his absence and being branded a sex abuser in America and being subject to a multi-million-dollar claim against him. He could come out fighting. But if he does that, he's got to be prepared to have every dealing he's had with Jeffrey Epstein scrutinized, every aspect of his life opened up to the public, including even his own sexual history. He could, of course, try to get it struck out, but if he fails, he's back to square one. So there's a lot of thinking going on in the Andrew camp at the moment.
Nothing's gonna happen.
No, right. He's gonna hide. I think that, you know, the Queen, she's very, very, very old, right? So Charles should be in charge very soon at any time, right?
Yeah.
And so Charles doesn't have the tolerance for Andrew that Mommy has, and he'll just cut him loose. I don't think he'll be an active royal. You saw that devastating fucking interview he did where you could just tell he was lying his ass off.
Oh yeah.
And
Big time.
Yeah, he should stay the hell out of the press. He is not a good liar. Yeah. And he'll have to start explaining his relationship with Epstein, right?
Yeah.
And nobody wants that. So they'll make this go away.
Yeah, Charles will kick him to the curb, and then they'll tie it up in court forever, and everybody will be dead, and that'll be the end of it. Movie time. Movie time. Here we go. Movie time. Got to have the Oz version.
Oh, so what movie is this from? Oh, look at me. I'm all dead. I'm a gross, scary, severed head. Come on, please. Do you know who I am? I'm Miss Teen. Ah!
Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar? Is that who was that?
No, that's God, I'll think of it.
Okay. And the movie
Shannon
Shannon Doherty?
No.
No. Shannon Tweed? No.
No.
I don't know who the hell it is. What's the movie about?
That was God, I can't remember the name of the movie. It was a spoof. It was a spoof about all the different scary movies.
Yeah.
Scream,
Scream,
you know, it was a spoof off of Screams or something.
Yeah. Wow, what's the movie?
This is something really cute. It's uplifting. I didn't bring a dark.
Okay, thank you. I need some uplifting. We're about out of here, folks. We're going to have the movie, and then we've got a very special fashion segment, and then we're heading to the door. So we're close. If I hadn't ran my mouth so much, we'd be out of here on time. Here we go.
My father told me the story of an alchemist who built a device so powerful it could turn any metal into pure gold. But to power his device, he fed it his own memories. He had a family, but in his quest for gold, he abandoned them. After the alchemist's death, his son returned to the home he once knew as a child.
My dear son, I have crafted a magnificent device. It burns my memories as fuel. The more precious the memories, the more powerful my machine. Now, I have left here for you my most precious memories. They are memories of the place I fell in love with your mother. They are memories of you, Viridian. I remember your mother. She died alone. Because of the creature I was becoming. I understand why you ran away. I have seen that you now have a daughter. But I fear you may abandon her, just as I abandoned you. My son, now I understand what matters the most. Love, your father, Nicholas.
And so, rumours of a miraculous device remained only rumours. But that night, my father gave me a golden watch and told me what he'd read in the alchemist's letter.
Yeah, I thought that was a little uplifting.
Yeah, I like uplifting stuff. Speaking of uplifting stuff, going into fashion this week, you brought this trouser legs. What the fuck is that?
What? Sears sold these trouser legs.
Trouser legs. What was the
Don't
point?
call them pants.
Why would they?
Why do these exist? What is the functional purpose of these? Is what I was going to ask. Does anybody know?
I don't know. Packing your Zodiac boots with them? I don't know.
I don't know. They got belts on the top of them. They just strap onto your legs.
S&M of the 80s or 70s? Is that 70s?
That's got to be 70s.
It has to be 70s. And it comes with a free rubber ball gag, I guess. These are 2021 fashion fails up here.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know which one's the worst. I think it's the one with the guy with the hairy blonde crotch. But the guy with the pink overcoat and the mask, he looks like he's going to rob an ice cream store, isn't it?
Yeah. Both of them look like they're going to rob something.
They're going to rob something. But yeah, those are the fashion fails. But tonight, we have a bonus fashion segment. And that is with our brother Fee and sister Fiorella. Brother P and sister Fee. And they're always capping on me about overalls. Well, I found pictures of them with overalls on. What do you think, Chanda? Does that work?
That's too funny.
Yeah, so
The overall feud.
I like the stripe ones. And I have several others. I think this is going to be an ongoing coverall or overall segment.
Overall.
So yeah, so they can sport the different overalls on a weekly basis. Eddie, do you have a preference here? So,
Yeah, just keep it going. You got to find the Osh Gosh Bagosh, right?
Osh Gosh Bagosh. So yeah, Osh Gosh Bagosh. Anyway, thank you, Sister Fee and Brother P. You look great in your overalls.
Always delightful.
Always delightful. We are heading out. We've got, remember the merch store. Steve Cutler, I can't get into my own damn Discord, so I'm going to have Shanda get in there for me. He said he's got a great card in there.
Okay.
So, and then I'm sorry, I can't. It's one of the things that I got buff on.
Yeah, we need to fix a few things.
Yeah, I'll get a fix.
Twitter and
Yeah. Now, is this Dolly? Is this Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Caffeine, caffeine. Yeah.
Well, you got to hear Jolene when you're saying it.
Jolene. Okay, I get it.
You get it?
What are we going out with tonight? You're picking.
Let's do Burning Down the House. We'll do Rush next week. I got Working Man, but we can do that one next week.
We got Burning Down the House. I want to thank everybody again for putting up with us. We're 9 minutes over, so we're 12.
Hey, that's a start.
That's a start.
It's better than 45 or 50
Yeah,
minutes.
tell Al I apologize for the.
No, we're good. We're good.
So anyway, Burning Man, what do we got coming up? We got the dive.
Monday
on
Night Dive.
And
Monday.
then we're gonna have a Women's Wednesday.
Games of Doom. I think Christine Lund is supposed to stop by, right?
And then Wednesday night we have Hunter's To Be Named show.
To Be
first
Named.
Premiere
Yep.
Hunter. And then Thursday we're back with the Hell and Back, right?
The hell and back. I hope so. I haven't talked to Brother P, but he's out there doing the grind. So.
Yeah, and then Friday we should have a Brave New Future if they don't shoot Amber off into space. I know they're trying to shoot Sister Amber, but Sister Amber's bringing it. So you want to argue about anything that you have differences on, she's the one you want to argue with. So we're going there. And then Saturday night with the new Beauty and the Boomer. I think we're gonna change the format a little bit next Saturday night. I'm not thinking Phantom of the Opera, but we're gonna try and theme it like Chanda did tonight. But we're going to come up with a different format every Saturday night, so I hope, just to switch it up, make it more fun. Thank you, everybody. Do we have any more Super Rays that we need to shout out? I hope not.
No, but we appreciate everybody who dropped Super Rays and Super Chats.
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't had a Super Chat forever.
Yeah, I forgot what they looked like. That was great.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I thought they were.
Or what they were
turned on.
called.
Yeah, I didn't turn them on. But anyway, thank you so much, Chanda. You're always wonderful co-host.
Thank you guys. Thanks the chats. You guys are always amazing and so much fun.
Yeah.
You guys make me laugh.
Yeah, and thank you, Hunter, for coming on and doing all the work on A Woman's Place is in Independent Media. I think that's
Love
great.
it.
So that's wonderful. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening. We
Have a
are
great weekend.
out of here.